What if I told you that the secret to becoming financially free isn't about getting $1 million, but about becoming the kind of person who naturally attracts $1 million? Sounds like a riddle, I know, but stick with me because in this video, we're diving into the first foundational piece of this puzzle to becoming a millionaire, the $1 million experiment. Hi. My name is Jay, and I'm a professor at the Financial Freedom Academy. My mission is to help you unlock the strategies that actually work for building wealth and achieving true financial freedom. Because let's be honest, in a world that constantly tells you what you can't do, it's time to discover what you can. In this video, I'm kicking off an epic 4-part series that can fundamentally change your trajectory and lead you to a path of freedom, to do what you actually love. We're talking about the Millionaires Mindset. Now, you've probably heard the term tossed around like a trendy hashtag. But what does it really mean to cultivate a mindset that attracts millions? Is it just positive thinking? Is it some mystical secret? Or is there a concrete, actionable path? For years, the idea of the millionaire mindset felt almost abstract to me. It sounded good, but how do you translate positive vibes into a positive bank balance? The question haunted me until I stumbled upon an experiment that profoundly shifted my perspective. This isn't just about wishing. It's about a fundamental rewiring of your internal operating system. It's recognizing that wealth isn't just a number. It's a state of being, an unwavering belief in your capacity to create abundance, and a commitment to consistent and inspired action. In 2010, a friend of mine named Leroy was buried under a mountain of debt, stuck in a job he tolerated more than he enjoyed. He was deeply frustrated with his financial situation, and so he devoured every self-help book, tried side hustles to get rich, but nothing seemed to stick. One day, out of sheer desperation, he finds an old book about the immense power of the mind. Skeptical, but with nothing left to lose, he reads a passage that hits him like a lightning bolt. To attract wealth, you must first become the person who has wealth. Leroy, being a pragmatic guy, thought, okay, that sounds great in theory, but how do you become a millionaire when you're barely making rent? When you're constantly worrying about the next bill? Now, the book wasn't about faking it until you make it in a superficial way. It was about internalizing the characteristics, the habits, and the decisions of someone who is already financially free. So, Leroy decided to conduct an experiment. For 1 week, he would act as if he already had $1 million in his bank account. Now, before you imagine him running off to buy expensive boats or sports car, hold on. This wasn't about reckless spending or pretending. This was about a mindset shift. He started his mornings with genuine gratitude, not for the money he didn't have, but for the opportunities he did have, his health, his abilities, his potential. He stopped complaining about his job and instead started actively looking for ways to add more value, to be indispensable. When faced with a decision, he paused and asked himself, what would a financially free person do in this situation? Would they procrastinate on that important phone call that could lead to a breakthrough? Would they neglect their health, knowing their energy is their most valuable asset? Would they shy away from a calculated risk that could lead to massive growth? The answer almost always was a resounding no. He started investing in himself, not financially at first, but with his time. He dedicated an hour every single day to learning a new skill related to his industry. He began networking, not out of desperation to get something, but out of a genuine desire to connect with other successful individuals and learn from them. He started treating his clients with even a higher level of professionalism, seeing them not as tasks, but as a vital partnership in his success. Within 6 months, Leroy's situation hadn't magically transformed into millions. Let's be real, that's not how it works overnight. But something truly remarkable had happened. His attitude was different, he radiated confidence, he was proactive, and then the external world started to reflect that internal shift. He got a promotion within his company as a real estate agent. Opportunities started appearing seemingly out of nowhere. A chance to consult on a project that he was passionate about, an invitation to speak at an industry event. Now, fast forward to today, and Leroy isn't just financially stable. He's built a thriving business, accumulated several $1,000,000, and is a mentor to countless individuals, including myself. He taught me that this experiment wasn't about magic. It was about the profound, undeniable power of embodying the mindset before the external reality shifts. So, here's your challenge, your first step in the Millionaires Mindset journey. For the next 7 days, I want you to conduct your own $1,000,000 experiment. Before you react, remember, this isn't about spending money you don't have. It's about operating from a different internal state. Here's how. Morning gratitude. Start each day by genuinely feeling grateful for 3 things that you already have, no matter how small. Millionaire decisions. Before every significant decision, pause and ask, what would a financially free, abundant version of myself do in this situation? Apply this to your studies, your relationships, your health, and your work. Value add focus. In every interaction, in every task, ask yourself, how can I add more value here? How can I be more excellent? Invest in yourself. Time. Dedicate at least 30 minutes a day to learning a new skill, reading an insightful book, or listening to an educational podcast related to your goals. Speak prosperity. Consciously choose your words. Replace phrases like, I can't afford that with, how can I afford that? Or, I am attracting abundance. Now, this isn't just about feeling good. It's about training your brain and your subconscious to recognize and act on opportunities it might have previously overlooked. It's about becoming a magnet for success. In our next video, Cracking the Code to Millions, we're going to dive even deeper into the practical step-by-step strategies that follows this mindset shift. We'll talk about a formula so powerful that millionaires and financial coaches around the world charge thousands of dollars to access this. You don't want to miss it. So let me know in the comments below, what's one small mindset shift that you're committed to making starting today? Your journey to financial freedom begins right now with your mind. I'll see you in part 2, to your health, wealth, and success. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button and check out the next video for even more insights.